hemorrhaging means to be bleeding, and America is hemorrhaging allies faster than ever before. But the allies on their way out are making very little noise. Much like how it's impolite to call your grandpa mad and senile, especially given everything he's done for you over the years. Similarly, America is the old man off his rocker, as it were, in terms of state policy, but allies are not calling it out. They're just backing slowly towards the door. What started as America first is quickly becoming America alone. For better or worse, I'm just giving you the analysis, right? Before we continue, make sure you comment letting me know where you're watching from. It's a great way to keep me motivated and to boost engagement on these videos. If you love what I do, it's a free way for you to help me reach a wider audience. I'm not asking you for money, but actually, if you do have money, I do have a Patreon. I'm just saying, you asked. Well, not really, but anyway. Like the video, share it, bookmark it, comment on it. Now, back to the topic. America alone. Many in the States actually want more American independence, want manufacturing back, want reindustrialization, everything that was offshore to Mexico, offshore to China. They say, come back. We'll do it. We'll put the little screws in iPhones and get paid. I don't know how, but we'll get paid a lot of money for it. All right, good luck. Good luck. It's quite an economic gambit, especially since Trump is trying to do too much. Analytically speaking, many experts in the field say he's trying to do too much too fast. In geopolitics, in state management, you might be able to get a lot done. But if you try to do 3 or 4 things that you could do sequentially, if you try to do 3 or 4 things, it has to be one take. The game is the game. You guys know how I operate. If you want to do at a state level 3 or 4 things, instead of doing it sequentially, one after another, if you do them all at the same time, it could be too much. If enough strain is put on the system, what would have bent slowly into a new shape might end up breaking, as it wasn't given enough time to change gradually. Now, Trump's tariff warfare isn't just targeting traditional adversaries like China, mind you, adversaries of America. He's declared economic war on Canada with 35% tariffs, Switzerland faces 39%, and even Japan got hit with 24% tariffs. South Korea, same problem. All of the EU as a bloc, 15%. Great Britain, 10%. Tariffs on basically allies or aligned states. This isn't strategic competition anymore. It's more than that. It's diplomatic seppuku. Japanese ritual unaliving oneself is seppuku. Now, countries that have stood with America for decades are now scrambling to find alternative markets. Mexico, Canada, America's closest neighbors and largest trading partners are actively diversifying their economies away from US dependence because it's not reliable anymore. European allies are strengthening ties with Asia and Latin America. What does Asia and Latin America have in common? They're both basically in BRICS, almost all of it. BRICS is Asia and Latin America at the very core. The countries there are in BRICS. Even traditionally pro-American nations like South Korea and Australia are hedging their bets. These are Western aligned states historically, but they're now saying, oh, we don't need to go completely towards America. All right, mate. G'day, mate. Why don't we give these Chinese a chance, eh? That was so bad. If that was so bad, Australians, forgive me, okay? You can unsubscribe. I would completely understand. I'd completely understand. Anyway, the irony is so concentrated, you can almost taste it in the air. America tries to strong arm the world into American submission, and it's accelerating the exact opposite. What America fears most, a quick arrival of a multipolar world where the US dollar loses its dominance and far-flung American allies look to local powers instead. The EU looking locally, East Asia looking locally, India looking locally, ASEAN looking locally, right? They used to be tied to America. America used to be the center of the world's economy. Now everyone is like, yo, he's lost it. He's lost the plot. So let's just work amongst each other. Internal global south trading has exploded, right? BRICS countries trading with each other has exploded, growing 3 times faster than traditional global north or Western world trade volumes between advanced economies in the West. Countries are building new trade corridors. Muffles, why is your English so good? Where can we get a diploma in English from the University of Muffles? Countries are building new trade corridors that completely bypass American markets. as an example, Brazil trades more with China now than the US. Do you know where Brazil is? Bruv, is this map legit? Can you see this map? This map here. Yeah. There's America. Oh, this map's actually really useful. Okay. There's America. There's Brazil. They're trading with China more than America. Africa has turned, for example, towards Asia and Europe as well. The global south, representing 2/3 of humanity, are no longer waiting for American approval that would never come if they were to wait. They're building their own economic future, and America is watching from the sidelines, eyes blurry and bones aching with age. It had its time in the sun. It had its prime years, but those are now years that are in America's history, for better or worse. I'm not trying to hate on America, but like how children grow up, developing countries develop. Before you know it, you'll be looking in awe at the front runners of the global south and saying, they grow up so fast. Hopefully, that's how the old advanced economies of the West will look at the countries in the global south, saying they grow up so fast. Because the alternative is heightened tensions and war, in a desperate attempt to maintain the slipping status quo, and that would suck for all of us. You can set this whole map I have, you can set it all on fire if that's the case. World War III, welcome. It'll probably be your first World War, so wear something nice, I guess. For the unbiased news and analysis, without the Western spin, I'm Mahfouz, and I'll see you on the next one. Did I forget to use my mic? I forgot to use my mic, guys. Absolutely professional, Mahfouz. You're so good, Mahfouz. How did you get a Shure mic? Should have invested more in your brain.